Welcome to module number 3. As we advance in our class and as we get step and step to review the difference and the dialogue between culture and scene within the culture, we are going to use movies to reflect on teachings that we can bring to our daily living from a Christian perspective, from a biblical viewpoint. This time, we are going to examine ideas about sex and violence. The Bible is full of descriptions of sex and violence. I need not give you examples. You can Google and find out if you need to. The Bible is full of stories where there is sex and violence. And the Bible is full of commandments to control the behaviors related to sex and violence, beginning with the 10 Commandments. Do not commit adultery, as well as thou shalt not kill. The ideas that the world through our culture brings about sex are endless. Sex is used to sell everything. Does that make sex evil? Does that make any presentation or discussion of sex evil? There are those that believe that indeed sex is dirty and evil. If you are among them, you may not want to watch the first movie. But let's not get ourselves ahead of the game. Let's begin with the reading I want you to do. This time I am beginning with inviting you to read pages 32 to 59 of Hollywood Worldviews. If you click here, you get to the text, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on page 32 and then you're going to clear search. And then you will read from pages 32 on. This will give you access. After you read pages 32 to 59, you will move to the next step. Remember, you're taking notes and you're understanding and learning from the reading, because this information you will be using in order to show that you're doing an intelligent discussion using the biblical principles along with your opinions. If I don't see the reading reflected in your ideas, I know that all you're doing is using your opinions from before and not taking advantage of the careful discussion of the author on the book. So be sure to read it carefully. You may even want to take notes. Of course, you can revisit and revisit as you need. Now you're going to see one of two movies. I am not asking you to see two movies. I'm asking you to see one only. The first movie, again, like it has here the note, I realize that some students are sensitive and do not want to see anything that has to do with sex. I believe that the presentation of sex within marriage and within love that is done in this movie is of good purpose, and it serves just like in the Bible when it tells a story where it involves sex. It involves descriptions of the scenes of sex insofar as is needed to understand the message. The same, I believe, is about this movie, but some have the opinion that everything that has to do with sex should be avoided. For those, I have given you a second option. You can watch the movie by The Kite Runner, which is an experience in Afghanistan. So if you're going to watch the first one, you click, and since you are already subscribed to Netflix, if you have already logged onto your account, when you click, it will take you straight to the song. If not, it will take you to the login information first. And this wedding song can be seen immediately on Netflix. But if you choose to see the Kite Runner, you have to order via DVD, or you may purchase the movie, or you may rent it at a different place, or you may go to a professor or a friend who has the movie. I have a copy, but I may not be close to you. At any rate, my suggestion is that you watch the first one. After you have done that, then you will read chapter 1 of the book, Hollywood Worldviews, pages 32 to 59. I believe that's what is the same assignment as here. So I'm repeating the assignment in case you did not do it at the beginning, you do it at the end. So again, you click. When you get there, you click on page 32 and then you clear search and read from pages 32 to 59. There are 6 different questions that I am expecting you to answer. And I am giving you instructions on the aspects of how you're going to answer it. So be sure to read the questions as you are reading the text in order to give the answers. Then you go to the next section where you're going to participate. And here are the instructions again with the same questions. You're going to write an essay in Word that you will then upload. And remember, it will be compared for originality with all other submissions. So don't copy from someone else and don't copy and paste from the web, because I will be able to see it. And this is the rubric I will use to grade it. There should be no surprises. You should know everything as it is to happen. And the last step is to participate on the discussion board. And for that, I am giving you several readings from Songs of Songs, where it mentions breasts, for example, giving you text, 8 different mentions of breasts, female breasts, as a sexual object, to show you how the Bible manages the ideas of sexuality and sex, and to show you why it is legitimate to describe the body as a sexual agent, and it can be managed in a careful manner in the context where it is part of the message being communicated. In other words, in and of itself, the mention of sex does not constitute a sin or a taboo to be avoided within Christianity. How do I know that? Because this Bible itself, and I'm using here one example from the book of Songs of Songs. The Bible itself uses breast and the rest of the human body as examples of sexuality in communicating messages. Welcome to Thinking About Sex and Violence. And remember, I am always available, a phone call away. We can talk about this in person via the phone. God bless.